Indices turned bearish yesterday as we expected. DAX returned from close to 15,960 levels and FTSE 100 from 7,520. Remember, we have discussed that why these levels are very important. Precisely from the same levels we have seen a reversal. Alongside, you can find out the NASDAQ 100 and Dow Jones. Despite US markets are closed, we have seen them turning bearish with the Europe session. So now what to expect today from the indices, specifically the NASDAQ 100, Dow Jones, DAX and FTSE 100, we will see in the same sequence. With the help of charts and indicators, try to find out the behavior of the indices and try to take a position. Do watch till the end. Do like, share, subscribe and comment. It's always a great inspiration, motivation for me to deliver on time, every time and twice a day. Thus press the bell icon. Stay tuned with the next update before the US session today itself. Let's start first Tech 100. And yes, you can also remain updated by joining my free Telegram channel. The link is mentioned in the channel and video description. Now, look at the move here on Tech 100. You will find, see, beautiful steps are created. Retracement, first drop, then second drop, then now third drop. So now, see, the size is getting minimized here. So you have to wait for it to break below 15,460 levels. Now, we have discussed couple of times 15,460 to 420. This is the critical zone for Tech 100 where it may find maximum resistance. Let's see if it breaks today. The stochastic is flat. MACD has seen good bearishness. It has almost fallen flat here. RSI is also staying bearish. It is reflecting the moves here at the candles. Look at 2-hour charts. Similar observation on the 2-hour charts. Bearishness getting diminished here. Let's see if it breaks first 15,460 and then 15,420 levels. Very critical resistances. Now see, moving averages have started to converge. This is also equally important and the Bollinger Bands have narrowed. So now the move, whichever direction it goes, it is going to be a stronger one. Possibly with the US session it might. The stochastic was oversold, trying to bounce. MACD has turned bearish. It has stayed bearish here for long. See, this wave is complete, possibly first wave, second wave, because the slope is changed. So we may see it staying in this channel. Let's watch out more. If you look at RSI, this is likewise on the 3-hour charts, divergence, convergence, and if it tries to converge more, possibly 15,380, 340 levels are the next support level. Very strong support exists there. A stochastic oversold. MACD is staying bearish here, and RSI is also dropped significantly. Coming to 4-hour. Now on the 4-hour charts, very important thing. See, definitely bearishness getting diminished, but look at these three candles. What these three candles have done: 15,510. They have created a top there at 15,510. Now this is the level above which we should expect Tech 100 to yield little bullishness. But as long as 15,560 is respected, do not consider this as bullish. So yes, you can buy at 15,510 or 520 levels, but then 15,560 is the only level above which it should be considered bullish. At the same time, 15,460, but 15,520 level is the 15,420 level is the only level below which you should treat this as bearish. So largely 15,420 to 15,560 is a strong support resistance zone and a strong consolidation zone. Stochastic oversold. MACD is staying bearish here, trading with divergence. RSI is also trading with a slight negative bias. And coming to the daily chart. Now look at the daily chart. See, lower highs, and it appears, see, one thing is, once it stays below this zone, see, the chances of reversal will minimize, and specifically below this zone is where the bears will try to take over. Thus, that is why I say why this zone is very important for Tech 100 between 15,420 and 15,460. At the same time, likewise, see, it can reverse if it is bullish. It can reverse on the upside with a strong force as well. Now look at the moving averages. This is crossed over, trading with divergence, looking bullish. This crossover may sustain a bit, but right now what is happening, the prices are little divergent from the moving average. Hence, yes, it can give a stronger breakout on the upside. There is a probability for that too, because see, this crossover has happened in the near past, and now it is still looking upward. So if it is bullish, it might try to pull the prices a little up. So we have to wait and watch with the US session what it happens. But yes, largely speaking, 15,420, 460, you have to remain cautious. 420 and 560, you have to remain cautious. Stochastic has dropped. MACD is still bullish. RSI is flat. So looking at this, you can sell at 15,460, but I will recommend you to stay cautious, alert for 15,420, only below which it will be turned being bearish, and buy at 15,520 and specifically above 15,560 is where we can see little bullishness here in Tech 100. Take your positions accordingly. Let's have a look at Dow Jones, and before we proceed, I have a couple of offerings for you. First is my mentorship batch. The 25th batch is going to start on 11th of September. Register yourself now itself. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Only limited seats are available. Now look at US30. US30 likewise, it is undergoing consolidation, lower highs, higher lows. You can see I will wait for it to break out below 34,720 levels in order to confirm the bearish breakout. At the same time, look at the hourly charts. Moving averages have crossed over, trading with divergence and bearishness, and higher lows are seen here. You can sell at 780, 780 levels, but then 760, 740, 720, 20 points for US30 is this is a you can say very nearby support. So you have to remain, because see, 20 points for US30 is nothing. It can cover up in fraction of seconds. So you have to be very, very watchful here. Yes, you can initiate a sell and trade 780, but be with caution. At the same time, see, 850, 840 zone is the stronger support now. See, previously it was a resistance, now it is going to be a support here. Previously it was a support, now it is going to be resistance. Beyond this, I will expect 900, 950 zone as the greatest resistance, only and only if it stays above 34,950. You should treat this as bullish. Stochastic at bottom, MACD bearish but trying to converge crossover. RSI is flat. Looking at 2-hour charts. Now look at 2-hour charts. Moving averages are on the verge of a conversion here. It can possibly cross over, but right now it is still on the bullish side. Yes, right now also if you look at it, is mostly trading with a flat bottom and lower highs. It is trying to squeeze here. Stochastic is trying to stay bearish. MACD has also seen good bearish momentum so far on the 2-hour charts. And if you look at RSI, this is almost staying flat. On the 3-hour charts, if you look at on the 3-hour charts, see, moving averages turning parallel, almost have converged. Now the price is staying below the 20 period moving average, which is going to be a good resistance, and hence I recommend you to buy. If you see it is staying above 15,860, 34,860, however 34,900, 34,950 levels, great resistance there. And on the downside, 34,740, 720 levels, stronger support here. Stochastic at bottom, MACD is staying bearish, RSI is flat, not indicative of anything. RSI is almost staying flat right now. On the 4-hour charts, now see, this is the bullish cross. Now these have turned parallel. It is not bearish, it is not bullish as well, but still it is, this crossover is important, because see, right now 20 and 50 are not willing to cross over again on the sell side, and this suggests that there could be further bullishness from here. It can continue to diverge on the upside, and that is why I say beyond 34,850 levels, you should try to initiate a 34,860 levels, you should try to initiate a buying entry. Stochastic at bottom, MACD is bearish, RSI is flat, and look at the daily chart. Now look at the daily charts. 20 period moving average sitting at around 34,720, 740 levels. Previous candle was a swing candle, lower highs are seen, and it has created a red body. So chances of a reversal here. Yes, it could try to yield lower highs, which suggests 34,900, 920 levels, but still I see it probably breaking on the downside, but only bearishness if it stays below 34,700 and 600. 600 is a great support here. Stochastic is looking down, MACD is trading with little bullishness, little divergence, RSI is flat. Considering this, I will recommend you to buy here at 34,860 and sell at 34,780. Below 780, as long as 720 is respected, you have to put a 20-point trailing stop loss. 760, 40, 23 stronger support. In fact, 700 also let me include. Only bearishness is if you see it is staying below 34,700, where we are going to look at 34,600 as the next milestone. That is the strongest support here on the downside, and below which 34,500 levels will be seen. On the upside, I will recommend you to buy at 860. However, 900 and 950 zone is going to be critical. Yes, if it stays above 950, 960 zone, you should stay long, and we can expect 35,000 plus levels. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at DAX. Now look at DAX on the hourly charts. It dropped there, retracement dropped there, consolidation dropped there. Now you can see 4 to 5 candles getting a support, getting a resistance. You can buy here at 15,800, but 15,820, 830 is the zone. You should wait for it to break pass by, or rather I will say 15,840. As long as 15,840 is respected, do not expect a rise from DAX. And on the downside, I will still expect 15,750 levels is the greatest support. So this zone completely is important, 15,750 to 850 levels for DAX. As long as it stays within this, we have to be careful. Yes, it is still trying to trade in this channel. The top of this channel is at 15,900. Let's have a further detail look. Stochastic at bottom. MACD has seen good bearishness so far. It can possibly converge crossover for buy as the double bottom levels are seen here. RSI at bottom. Coming to 2-hour chart. See, yes, moving averages have crossed over. This is bearish and this is the greatest resistance here. Now also, if you look at 3 candles with a flat bottom, suggests that it could still pull back if it stays above 15,800, possibly 15,830, 40 levels. If these two are taken, then more bullish momentum may continue and 15,900 can be expected. Stochastic at bottom. MACD is stayed bearish. It is almost hit a double bottom levels. RSI is also looking down. Coming to 3-hour charts. Similar observation, however, it is still bearish, increasing body size. If it stays below 15,800, this zone, 15,760, 780, certainly more bearishness is going to prevail, and you can see the next support is here at around 15,720 levels, 700 levels. Very, very strong support, 15,700 for DAX. We have always been following these levels, and these are critical levels. Stochastic is extremely oversold, MACD is extremely bearish. RSI is also almost hitting the bottom here. Coming to 4-hour chart, now see on the 4-hour charts, double bottom here, since then higher highs. Now it is trying to still stay in this channel. If you create a parallel here, you will find higher lows, higher highs. So mostly I will say DAX should find a very good support here at around 740, 760 zone. Very, very good support. And then ultimately 700 is there. Only and only if you see DAX below 700, you should treat this as bearish. Now see, stochastic on the 4-hour chart is oversold as well. This wave is complete here and higher low. So possibly it could bounce back from here. RSI looking downwards. Coming to the daily chart. Now look at daily chart. See, first of all, lower lows are done. And there is a probability that it can give lower highs as well, which suggests 15,900, 950 also cannot be denied. And you can see 20 period moving average sitting at around 15,830, which makes it a good great resistance. Hence, above 15,830, there will be little bullishness, but then 860, 900, 950 levels are great resistance on the upside. On the downside, we have discussed that 780, 760 the first resistance zone, then 740, 720, 700. As long as 700 is respected, we should not be treating DAX as bearish. Below 700 is where further bearish momentum may continue. The stochastic at bottom already, MACD is in green trying to converge, RSI is flat. Now looking at this, I will recommend you to sell here at 15,780 and buy at 15,830 for this 50 points. Do not take a trade. And then on the upside, be alert till 15,950 levels are respected. It can drop again any point of time. The key levels are 15,900, 950, 920, 950, 3 levels here. On the downside, you can sell here at 780, but then as long as 700 is respected, put a 20 points trailing stop loss. Take positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at FTSE 100. Now see, UK 100 or FTSE 100 on the hourly charts, drop, retracement, drop, retracement. Now see, it is trying to create a bearish channel. Unless and until it breaks past 7460 levels, should not be treated as a reversal or bullishness here. Still, if it breaks past 7460, there are resistance at 7480, 500. Very, very strong resistance zone at 480, 520. I have told this several times, and we have discussed these levels again and again. Moving averages have crossed over, trading with divergence. Stochastic oversold. MACD is bearish. Now see, it appears that the bottom here is done, and on the hourly chart there should be a little rise, but still I have apprehension for 7460, 7480 levels for today. RSI oversold. On the 2-hour charts, if you look at similar observation, the bearishness getting diminished here, trying to recover. Let it stay above 7440, 7460 levels, and then possibly a little recovery is on the cards. On the downside, 7420, very, very strong support, below which we can expect 7400 and 360 levels. Stochastic extremely oversold, MACD extremely bearish, RSI at bottom. Looking at 3-hour, likewise on the 3-hour charts, the bottom is almost here, and yes, there are great supports in this zone between 7400 and 360, and hence once it stays below 7420, we can expect more bearishness to prevail here. Stochastic is oversold, but see, most of the indicators here are oversold, and hence On the downside, there is going to be good support, and even if it tries to trade with bearish bias, possibly a little recovery with the US session cannot be denied. Right now, it is trading within the box here, and we have to be careful, be cautious as long as 7400 500 zone is there. Stochastic here is also oversold. The MACD here is bearish here, and see this crossover has come at a higher levels, and hence it can continue here on the downside. RSI is also looking down, trying to trade bearish. Coming to daily chart. Now on the daily charts, look at the previous candle. It has got a pullback. It has got the resistance intact. It did not close above 7500. All the three candles or five candles, I can say, failing to stay beyond 7500 created this as a strongest resistance, and hence, and now see the 50 period 20 period moving average giving it a very good support here. Thus, I say that below 7420 is where we can see a little more bearishness. However, 400 360 zone is where it is going to remain critical support. Yes, the candle has turned red. It can continue to do so. If it stays below 7420, we can expect a sharper red candle taking it towards 7360 7370 levels. Stochastic looking down. MACD is bullish, trying to converge. RSI is flat. Looking at this, I will recommend you to sell at 7420 and buy at 7445 levels, but 7440 levels itself is okay, but then 7460 is where it should break out beyond. Only above 7460 there could be little bullishness here. Yes, you can initiate a buying entry at 7440, but this is risky, as this could happen with the market open today in UK, and possibly for a fraction of seconds it may try to stay above 7440 and then a pullback. So yes, you have to remain extra cautious if you are taking a position at 7440 on the downside. And on the upside, as you know, 480 500 520, as long as 520 is respected, do not treat UK 100 as bullish. And on the downside, below 7420 you can initiate a sell entry. 7380 7360 zone is what you should look at. Take positions accordingly. Trade with the stop loss. Trade with the trailing stop loss. Do like, share, subscribe and comment. Do press the bell icon. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training queries. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. See you again with the US indices update before the US session. Thank you.